Hello students, welcome to the new video of digital presentation. Here in this video we will be discussing or we'll be learning about editing and formatting of the text in a presentation. It's one of the simple topic that I'm going to discuss, which you people know it already, but still first I'll teach you how to copy the content of a slide from one slide to another. So for that we'll be using the option called as copy paste, and if you want to move, then we will be using the option called as cut and paste. So if you have got some contents in a particular slide, so I'm using this. Suppose you have got this content, like say this is a picture and I want it in another slide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the slide. In the slide I'm going to select the content, then I'll use the option copy, then I'll go to the slide where I want that particular picture. Suppose I want it here, then simply click on paste. So what happens is this particular thing is copied from this slide to slide number 8, that is in this slide. So this is very simple. Now in the same way, if I want this particular picture to be moved from this slide, say for example this picture again, and I don't want it in this slide number 5, I want it in slide number let's say somewhere in slide number 9. So then what I have to do is I have to go to the slide, I have to select the slide, select the content, that is the picture, use the cut. As soon as you cut, that picture will be removed, and you know it will be going to the place called as clipboard. So I want it here, then simply click on the paste option. So when you click on the paste option, that picture will be placed in the new slide wherever you have selected. So this is the way in which you can copy paste as well as cut paste. Now let us learn how to delete a picture. Now deleting a picture is very simple. Just select the picture and press the delete key from the keyboard. As simple as that. So very simple. Now let us learn about aligning of the text. You know, aligning of the text, whenever you have inserted some text inside a slide, then that particular group of text or simple text has to be aligned so that it looks very nice. There are generally 4 different types of alignment, and that 4 type of alignment are: the first alignment is the left alignment. To do the left alignment, what you need to do is you have to go to the first you select the text, then you have to go to the paragraph group. In the paragraph group you have got these 4 buttons. This is the left alignment. As soon as you click on this left alignment, then the text will be aligned to the left hand side. When you click on center, this is the center alignment. It will be equally divided into the inside the box, and it is in the center. If you want it in the right hand side, it will be in the right hand side. And when you click on the 4th one, that is the justify, it will be justify. That means this side and this side will be neatly aligned. So there are 4 types of alignment: left, center, right and justify. So it's up to you how do you want your text to be aligned. Now after that you can make your text bold. You see the text is bold now. Then you can make it italics, bold also, italics also. Then you can put the underline also. Now the text will be underlined. So this thing are all in the font group. There is a group and there is a font group. Now in the font group we also have one special effect here. That special effect is the shadow. If you want to put the shadow, you can put the shadow by clicking on this S button. So there will be a shadow with the text. Then we also have this one that is called as the strike through. So when you go for strike through, you will see a line will be coming in between the text so that it looks like a struck word. Okay, after that let us go to another option, and another option is basically the bullets and numbering. Now you have seen when you have got the text which has to be presented in the form of points, different points, then we generally use the bullets and the numbering option. Now you can see there are bullets already here in front of the sentences. So this is a bullet. Now if you want, you can change the bullet. If you want, you can change the bullet, or you can put the number instead of these bullets. So for that, I have to go to the paragraph, and in the paragraph you have got these bullets. See, you have got the bullets. There are a few bullets here. You can put the bullets according to your choice. So I want these bullets, so you'll see the bullets being changed here. You can put none also. Suppose you don't want any bullets. So if you want a bullet, by default this bullet will be coming in front. That will be a simple dot. And instead of the bullets, if you want the numbers, then you can go to the numbering option, and from the numbering option select the number, what type of number you want in front of those particular text. Suppose you want a bullet which is not there in this list, you can go to this bullet and numbering, and this dialog box comes, and from the dialog box you can select a picture. Okay, since we don't have a picture here, then it's asking you to go to internet and you can search for it. Suppose you want some kind of bullets, that will be generally in a text called as the symbol. Okay, so you can go to symbol and go to customize and look for the symbol. Suppose you want these as your bullet. There is an logo of the Apple computer, so you will see this one will be your icon in front of the text. Suppose you want something else, again you can go here and you can click bullets and numbering, go to customize, and you can look for one font called as Webdings. Webdings. Now when you go to this font called Webdings, then you will see a lot of different kinds of pictures that can be inserted as a bullet. You can put bullet, support let's say this one. Okay, you see a picture as a bullet comes in front of your text. So this is how you can put a bullet in your text. This is quite simple. Now after you have changed your bullet, let us learn how to put the color in your text box. This is the text box. Now if you want, then you can put different kinds of picture in the background. Right now it's transparent. Now if you want, you can go to the particular option, and with the help of that option you can put the picture as well as color in the background of this text box. So this is the text box. In this text box we have got this particular text being typed. Suppose you want it in to be present in a different way, you can select the text box. Now this text box is selected. Now as soon as the text box is selected, you will see there will be a one tab coming up here, and this tab is called as the format tab. Now click on the format tab and you go to the shape field, and from the shape field you can choose the color of your choice. Suppose this is the color. Done. This is the color, and you can put the outline color also. Outline color, let's say I'm putting it red. Now outline color can have little bit thicker border, and after that you can change the color of your font as per your requirement. This will make it more clearer to understand. So this is very simple. Now let's go to another topic, and that is called as the header and footer. Basically, when this particular PowerPoint presentation is shown on the screen, let's say this is the PowerPoint presentation I am showing. Now when you are watching the PowerPoint presentation, now this PowerPoint presentation is just moving one slide from one slide to another slide. Now sometimes what happens is you will not be aware like which particular slide is being shown on the screen. So I want some kind of information to be shown as some kind of information either on the top of the screen, top of the slide, or at the bottom of the slide. They are basically called as a header and the footer. So on the top it's header, and at the bottom the footer. So if you want in a particular slide, you want the slide number to be shown at the bottom or the date on which it is created, all these things, these are the things that you can put it in your slide, and they can be done from the header and the footer. To insert header or footer or header and footer in a particular slide, you need to go to the insert tab. You go to the insert tab, and there in the insert tab you have got the header and the footer option, and these header and the footer option will be basically here. Now when you click on this header and footer option here, let me zoom it for you. Now this is the header and the footer dialog box. Now this is the header and the footer dialog box. Now in the header and the footer, what do you want, like include in the slide? Right now nothing is included, so I want to include the date and time. Date and time is today is 10th November, so it will be in this format, or if you want it in another format you can put it, and that will be updated automatically. That means if I'm viewing the slide today, today's date will be 10th, and if you want that date to be updated automatically, suppose I view the slide on 5th December, it will be shown the 5th December only. But if you want it fixed, not updating automatically, I want it fixed, that means whenever you are viewing, it is going to show the date on which it is created. So this is the one. So let us keep it update automatically option, and I want the slide number also here. And what do you want in the footer? Footer is the digital presentation. Okay, now it's also giving you an option that if you don't want to show it on the title slide means the first slide, if you want to show, fine. If you don't want to show, just click on it, then apply to all. It's done. Now in every slide you will be seeing the presentation, but for that you need to do something more, and that is the what are the things I have included? The slide number. So I want the slide number to be included. Slide number here, apply to all. Okay, let us see. Do you have the slide number? Still slide number is not appearing. Now what we do is go to the now as you can see, we have inserted the slide number and the date and time in all the slides. You can see there is there is a slide number as well as the footer that has been inserted in all the slides, except in the title slide. This is the title slide, so that's why you cannot see it. If you want it in your title slide, this is the title slide. You can see it will be available in your slides also. Now okay, so this is how you can put the thing. Apply to all. You can see there is this date here, that is today's date, and this is the slide number here, and this side there is a digital presentation. Now you can change the font, color, size, etc. of this particular text that is available in your header and the footer. So it is available, it's coming in all the slides. And now these things are covered due to this text box and the pictures and the other things. That's why you are not able to see it clearly, but this is being inserted in all the slides. This is how you can put options like header and footer, where the header and the footer will give you the idea. Now if you see this slide here, you can see the date on which it's created, the slide number, and this is the digital presentation. So you can just have a look, and this particular option will be available in all the slides. It's very, very simple as that. Now let me teach you some more options Now this option is a very important option, and that is called as inserting the images. Images are any kind of graphics that you can insert. Now that can be inserted in so many different ways, so I'll be teaching you some of the easy way by which you can insert the picture or images in your slide. So for that I have to go to the insert tab, and in the insert tab you have got a group called images. Click on the picture first. If you want to insert any image, just click on picture, and when you go to picture it will ask you which picture do you want to insert. Now this is the insert picture dialog box. Now look for some images. I've got some images for you. Suppose you want to insert the image, let's say this one. So insert it, and you will see the picture is inserted in your screen. Okay, this is the first way of inserting the picture. Another way of inserting picture is inserting a new slide with the content. Now when you go over here, you'll see let's say image. Now I'm putting it in the center. Now as you can see, there are so many different contents that you can insert. Now out of this, one of the content is picture. Now when you click on this picture icon here, it will give you the dialog box. From here you select whichever picture you want to insert in your slide. It's very simple. Now this is the picture, insert, and you'll see your picture is inserted. Now when your picture is inserted, you can do so many different things. First thing, you can move the picture by clicking on the picture, about the picture, and clicking and dragging. Just click and drag and you can insert this picture. You can move this picture anywhere you want, like this. And when you select the picture, you will have these handles all over the picture, and with the help of these handles you can increase as well as decrease the size of the picture. This is also very simple. And another thing is, when you insert the picture and when you select the picture, there will be a rotating handle on the top. With the help of these rotating handle, what you can do is you can rotate the picture. You can rotate the picture to any direction you want. So it is very simple. So you can do a lot of things with the picture also. Then after that, when your picture is inserted, you can do a lot of things with the picture, as I've already told you. Now imagine you want this picture to be like some of the part of the picture is unnecessary. So what you want to do is you want the picture to be formatted in a way that this particular picture doesn't have this unwanted part. So for that, what you need to do is you can crop the image. Cropping the image is something like cutting the unwanted part of the picture. Let's say this picture has got some part which you don't like at all and you want to remove it. Select the picture, go to the format and go to the size here, and in the size you have got the crop. Now when you click on the crop, you will see a very different kind of handle all over this picture. Now what you can do is just go to this part, because you don't want this part, this much you don't want. Then you see this picture has been cropped, so you got this much only. Now this is the picture. I can put it in my PowerPoint presentation. It's very simple. Now you can resize, you can move, you can crop, and you can format as well. Now rotating is also very simple. Now you want to rotate in this way, you can do that very easily. Now let me teach you one more topic here, and that is called as watermark. Sometimes you might have seen that some picture is in the background of the slide or some document that is something like it appears faded. Now if you want this picture to be appearing as a watermark in the background of a picture, then what you need to do is just select the picture. This picture is right now selected, and that can be seen with the help of these handles. Now you go to the format tab and you go to the edges group, and in the edges group you go to the color option. You go to the color option, and when you click on the color option, there you will see the washout option. Like for example, this is the washout option. Now when you go for this washout, now this picture appears washout, and washout is the another name that is given for the watermark. Now if I type anything inside this, that will be coming in front, and that makes my text very clear in front of your picture. Now picture is in the background, and that is appearing as your washout, or the watermark. You see, the text is in the foreground, picture is in the background. Now this is how my transparent picture is inserted. It's very simple. Now let me teach you another topic, and that another topic is inserting the graphics in a slide. Now when you go to insert, that time you will see the shapes here. Now with the help of these shapes, you can draw any kind of shape in your slide. This is one, another one. When you go to the shape, you will see hundreds of shapes here. You can draw any shape whichever you like, and when the shape is inserted, you can check and you can select the color, you can change the color, you can do a lot of things with this picture or the shapes that has been inserted. Now I have inserted 3 picture. Now these 3 picture or 3 shapes, they are they are acting as a different object. Now if you want, you can make these 3 objects appear as one. So what you need to do is, you need to select 3 pictures or 3 shapes what you have inserted, and that can be done like this. First you select the first text, then you press the control key, click on the next one, and without removing the control key from the keyboard, press the third one also. Then after that go to the format and click on these arrange. When you go to the arrange, that time you will see there is an option called as group. So click on group. Now when you click on group, now these 3 objects will be acting as a single object. It's very simple. And when these 3 objects are acting as a single object, you can do the resizing, moving, formatting of these 3 images together. You don't have to do it separately, you can do it all together like this. See, when I select the picture, this will be acting as a single picture. Now if you select if you select the outline color, the outline color will be applied to all the 3 pictures together. So it is very simple. Now along these are not the only shapes that you can insert. You can insert other shapes as well. These are the shapes. Suppose you want to draw a line, so you can draw a line simple like this, any kind of line. Now after the line is being drawn, you can select and you can go for the thicker slides as well. So these are also very simple. Now since you have grouped the object, now later on if by chance you want to ungroup it, so how will you do that? Select the picture, go to format, go to the same place, arrange, and when you select this, group. Now on group, the ungroup object are is available, so click on ungroup. Now these three objects are acting as the separate object. It's very simple. Now there is one more thing that is called as word art. Now if you want to insert word art in your slide, that is also very simple. Now go to this word art and select the type of the word art design. Select, click. Now type it. So this is the word art. So if you want this kind of text to be inserted in your slide, that is also very easy. Now let's go back to the previous slide and let's see one very important option here in this slide. Now if you remember, when I told you about the views of the slide, there is one option, and that is called as a slide sorter view. As you can see here in my presentation, I have got altogether 11 slides. Now if I want to see all these 11 slides side by side, what I can do is I can go to the view tab, and when you go to the view tab, you can go to this slide sorter view. When you go to the slide sorter view, you will see all the slide side by side. All the slides, all whatever number of slides you have, you'll see all those slides side by side. Now you can arrange the slides by going to the view and the slide sorter. Basically you are in the normal view where you have got the thumbnail of the slide here and you will see the content of the slide here. But if you go to the view and if you go to the slide sorter, all the slides will be available here with the slide number at the bottom. Now by chance, if you want to rearrange the slide, you can just pull the slide from one place to another. Suppose you want this slide in the beginning, so click and drag it to the beginning. Now this slide will be slide number 1 and others are adjusted automatically. Now you can add a slide very easily. Suppose you want to insert a new slide here, you see a new slide is added. Now if you want to delete this slide, you can do that. Right click here and you will see the option called as delete slide. It's very simple. So what you need to do is you just click and drag for arranging the slide, or if you want, you can delete the slide. Now there is an option called as now there is one option where you want to name the group of slides, that is renaming a slide. It's very simple. Suppose you want to rename a group of slide here, so what you need to do is, for example, 1 2 3, these 3 slides are just the introduction slide. So I want to name or I want to give the name introduction to these 3 slides. So for that, what I have to do is select the first slide, go to home tab, and in the home tab in the slides group you have got the section, and click on the add section. So this is showing in untitled section. So right click and rename section. Now this introduction I can give it as, let's say untitled, let's say introduction. Just rename it and you will see this particular introduction is coming as the slide. Now this is the main presentation starting from slide number 4. Again I'll give the section. Here we go. Now this is the main part. So what I have to do is right click and rename. So this untitled will be the main slides. Renamed. Done. So this is the introduction slides and these are the main slides. Now suppose you have got some more slides where you want to give a name, then that can be done from here in the same way. Now sometimes we also have got situation where I want to make a particular slide the duplicate. let's say I want another slide with the same content. So what I can do is I can select this slide and right click here, and you can click on the duplicate slide. What you see is you will get two slides with the same content. That is duplicating a slide. That also can be done very easily. Okay, now I'm going to teach you one of the very important topic. Let's go to view again and let's be in the normal. So this is the normal slide view. Now I'm teaching you in the view we have got some master views here. Now this is the slide master. Now slide master is one very important option available in Microsoft PowerPoint. Now with the help of the slide master, what you can do is you can change, for example, this is the slide, these are the slides what we have. Now if I want to change the overall settings of all the slides of my presentation, I don't have to do it individually in all the slides. I can go to slide master, and in the slide master I can change it. Like say I can change the theme. Suppose I want to put this theme. See, this is selected to all the slides. Then after that, close. You see the presentation what I had made, that also got changed. That means whatever I change in the slide master, it is going to be changed in all the slides of my presentation automatically. Now this is the slide, and this is the slide master. Now if I select this and if I change the, let's say I'm trying to change the font of my title. Let's say this is the font design, and if I put a color, let's say I'm putting it red. Now when I go and click on this close slide master, you will see in all of my presentation this particular title and whatever heading, whatever font, whatever color I have put, that is changed automatically. That means if you want to change anything to your presentation or individual slides, you have to go to the slide master, and there you can change over there directly. I think this is very clear. Now when you have done doing all the work, there is an option by which you can do the printing of your slides, that is the presentation. So for that, what I have to do is I have to go to the file menu, and there is an option called as print, and when I go to print, this is going to show you how your slide is going to look like. So this is how your slide is going to look like, and you can do the print of this in the piece of paper. So there are options which will help you to do, like say full page slides, or you can change notes page. This is going to be the notes page. Now outline only, I don't want any design, so all the text you can print, whatever text you have in all the slides, or you want one slide like in the page, this A4 size page, and this is the slide that is going to come out. And if you want two slides in the same page, 9 slides, this is going to be printed in this way, just for your idea. So you can print it this way. In one A4 size paper there will be 4 slides coming, and you can change the orientation, that is landscape, or if you want it in color, if you want it in grayscale, all the picture will be in grayscale. If you want to save the color of your printer, then you can do it. So this is how it's going to be printed, and when everything is done, press on the print button and you will have your presentation printed on a piece of paper. So this was the last topic of our chapter. Hope all of you understood the different concepts of your PowerPoint presentation. So I'll see you in my next video, and till then, take care. Goodbye.